Welcome to another Leafmap tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Leafmap with Microsoft Planetary Computer JupyterHub. So if you haven't heard about Microsoft Computer, it's basically a cloud computing environment that allows you to analyze large-scale geospatial data. In a way, it's somehow similar to Google's Engine cloud computing platform. And right now, Planetary Computer is not public available yet. It's in a private preview, so you need to request access. You can go to the URL planetarycomputer.microsoft.com, or you can just Google. You should be able to find it. And then once you are here, you can click the link to request access. So you need to fill out all the information. It might take some time to get approved, or you might not be approved. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to use a Leafmap. Leafmap is a Python package that I developed during the past few weeks, and it has been pre-installed right now in the Planetary Computer JupyterHub. And I'm going to show you quickly how to get started and how to use Leafmap. This video is not about how to use Planetary Computer cloud computing resources. Right now, I'm just getting started, so I'm also learning. But in the future, I will make more videos about this. But this is just a quick video show you how to get started. And once you go to the website, and you can go through if you want to learn more. So for example, the data catalog. So Google's Engine also has a data catalog, and right now this catalog is still growing. So you can click the link here to look at more of the data set. For example, Landsat, Sentinel, and nav imagery. So a lot of other data sets. You're welcome to explore and find the data set you are interested in. And next, you can let me go back to the the home page here. So besides the data catalog, it also has API. So the API right now, this one is only for the Python language. Using Google's Engine, you might be familiar with JavaScript, Python, and others. Also has the JupyterHub. So this one is basically the code editor where you can write source code and how to do cloud computing. Also, you can have applications. So this is all kind of application that you build on top of the Planetary Computer cloud computing platform. And so next, let's quickly get started. You need to click here the hub. So once you click the hub, you need to log into your Microsoft account. So the account that you use to apply for access to Planetary Computer, and you just need to sign in. And once you sign in, you should be able to have access to the resources. So you just sign in with Microsoft, and then you just need to log in using your account. So this might take some time, and once you log in, you should be able to see the JupyterHub. So this is basically the JupyterLab environment, and it's going to be preloaded with all the examples. But because I have used this before, it doesn't give you the option to select what kind of a cloud computing environment you want to use. But if it is the first time that you're using, you might be presented with some option, ask you to select you want to use the CPU or GPU, or I think there are 3 options. Anyway, so once you are here, and let me just you can go through the README file, show you how to quickly get started, how to use the data set, and how to do the computing. But this is not the focus of this tutorial. I'm just going to show you how to use Leafmap. Okay. So first, let me just close this one here, and you can on the left side here, you can navigate through the folder directory, and I'm just going to click this one. You will see here there's some preloaded examples, and first we need to take a look at, for example, you can, if you like, you can go anywhere, and maybe just a quick start. Then you can, for example, if you want, you can also create a new notebook. So I can just Python 3, right? So this one create a new notebooks, and then we can take a look at what kind of packages have been installed in this JupyterHub environment. You can just type exclamation and then either pip list or conda list. So you can just conda list, and then control enter. It's going to show you all the packages that have been pre-installed in this cloud computing environment. So if you scroll down, you should be able to find Leafmap somewhere here, starting with L. Okay, so Leafmap 3.3.2. If you are the first time using that, you might be it might show you is 0.3.0. So and because it's updated the package, but I'm going to show you later how to actually to update the package. Okay, so we just want to make sure that the package has been pre-installed, and then we can go ahead to let me go to the close this one, this guy. And so first we're going to use the terminal to clone the GitHub repository so that we can use all the examples rather than having to create a notebook by ourselves. So we can just click the terminal, and then you need to get the GitHub repository URL. You can click and then create a new tab. You can just type leafmap.org and then go to the main homepage of the package. Then click the upper right corner, go to the GitHub repository. So from here, you click the code green button, and then so you need this one. So just click copy. Then we can come back to the terminal. So in here, you just type git clone space and then Control-V. So we're going to clone the entire GitHub repository to our account, and then just hit enter. It should automatically clone this one. So now on the left side here, you should be able to see the Leafmap directory, right? So you can click, and I think we're done with this terminal now. You can close the terminal. So from here, you can click the examples. So click the examples, notebooks, and these are all the notebook examples that we have. I have put on GitHub so far, and you're welcome to explore and to find those notebook examples. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to quickly get started. For example, I can just double click the first one, Leafmap intro, right? And so from here, you can directly, if you want to go through execute line by line, or you can just run them all at once. So let me do this one, and then you can just Control Enter, or you can just click the button here to run this selected cell, right? So it's going to be execute this one, and then again. So this one by default is going to create the map. So this one is using the IPyLeaflet. Leafmap has 3 protein backends, so IPyLeaflet, Folium, and also HereMap. So by default, it's going to use IPyLeaflet, and as you can see, we just use one line of code, and then you can create the interactive map. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, right? You can also use all the tools in here. If you want, you can maximize. You can return back to normal. On the right here, you can click the toolbar. So this one here, if you are running this one on your local computer, if you install Leafmap on your local computer, this one, when you hover your mouse, is automatically displayed. So it looks like the JupyterHub here, Microsoft Planetary Computer, the IPy events package is not installed properly, so it doesn't work. But you can click here to see all the buttons, right? And then if you want, you can go through some of these buttons. For example, the first one shows you how to change the base map, right? So once you click, then I can just click the drop down list to change the options. So I can click, for example, satellite. If it doesn't work, sometimes you might just need to restart the kernel. Okay, let me restart the kernel and clear the outputs. And let me run this one again. Hopefully it will work this time. So, and let's click this one again, open the base map and select this one. Okay, so it works now, and you are welcome to go through to find any base map you want. For example, open topo map, right? And you can change to anyone. So maybe this one, right? Or terrain, right? So pretty nice. So this is how you can use data easily to change the base map without writing any line of code. You can also open data. You can, for example, you can also open the split panel map, right? So if you have some other data set you want to compare, you can easily do this as well. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can change the data layer on the left, you can change the data layer on the right, right? So for example, I can change the first one to maybe open topo map, right? And the second one I can change to maybe the other terrain data, for example the Google terrain, right? And then you can compare the differences of these two, right? You can zoom in, you can swipe through. If you want, you can zoom in to see more details of the two different data set, right? So you can slightly. So this is how easy it is without coding. So basically, once you create a map, you can easily use that to do some interactive mapping. Once you are done with the split panel map, you can close it. So lower right corner, you should be able to see this button here. You can just close, and then you will return back to normal. So now you see this one, you still see the toolbar. Also, you can open any data set if you want. So you can open, you can click this button here to load any local vector data or raster data. So just click the button, and then from here you can select what kind of a vector data type you want. I'm going to select the second one, GeoJSON, and then you can select. So I'm going to go back to my examples folder, and then there's dataset. So from here, you can pick any GeoJSON you want. I'm just going to select the first one and then click OK. So here you can change the name if you want. Also, you can just paste on HTTP URL. So this one right now we're loading the data from our local computer, but you can paste also some other dataset available on the internet. And then I just click apply. You see, so it only take a couple seconds. Now you can see this one here, load it to the map, and you can just move your mouse. Hover your mouse is automatically show you the attributes associated with each line. So you the lower right corner here, you should be see this one. Looks like the format is a bit off. If you try that on a local computer, it might look a little bit better. But this is how you can load data easily to the map. Also, besides you can load all kind of vector data because the open data here, this one use GeoPandas. So GeoPandas can open a lot of vector data. You can just click the vector tab, and then from here you can open any vector data supported by GeoPandas. You can also open a CSV. So for example, if you have some data, a CSV contains longitude and latitude of a lot of points. You also have some value and you want to show that on the map, you can do that easily. So you just click the select button and then data, right? So again, I'm going to go to select cities, right? And then just click select. It's going to automatically load it, all the columns available within the CSV, and you need to specify which column is the longitude, which column is the latitude, and which one you want to show on the map when users click their mouse on the marker. So you can select, for example, population, or I can just select a name, and then from here you can enter a layer name, right? And then just click apply. You should be able to see this one right now loading on the map, right? So this is a marker cluster. If you zoom in, it's going to show you all the points, and you can click the point to show the information. You might need to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so if you click this one, looks like right now might be some bugs. Okay, you're supposed to, when you click the marker, it should show you the label. If it doesn't, that you might need to just restart. And if you want, we can just quickly try this one more time. Let's take a look. So I'm going to create a new map and then open the dataset one more time. So CSV, this one data, right? So label, and then hit apply. Okay, so then you can zoom in, you can zoom out. You click. Interesting. It should show the label. I'm not sure why, but anyway, so this is how easy you can looks like there might be some internet problem. It doesn't zoom in, zoom out. Let me just restart the kernel and clear all the outputs. It's a bit buggy right now. Name and then apply. Okay. Still doesn't work. Anyway, so let's leave as it is. It might be just some the internet problem, but and what else? You can also use the toolbox. So this one allows you to do geospatial analysis without coding. So you can open this one if you want to run any tool. If you want, you can try this one out. So also you don't need to write any line of code. So this one built on top of white box tools, and it has right now 468 tools that you can run. Pretty nice. So you can directly run this one within the map interface without having to write any line of code. And what else? You can also save the map. You can clear all the features. So for example, if I draw anything on the map, interesting. So you can also, for example, heat map. If you want, you can double click this one. Oh, by the way, so because the package is still under active development, so if you, for some of the features that you are running here in this notebook, it might not be available. So what you need to do is to import Leafmap, and then you might need to update the package. So you just need to control / to run this line of code. So you only need to run once. So once you run this one, and then you can restart the kernel. It's going to ask you to restart the kernel. So for example, let me import the library, and then it's going to download the package from the GitHub repository, because I think I already downloaded this one, no source file or directory. So probably because I deleted the directory earlier, I think it's already here. And let me restart the kernel and clear all the outputs. So once you run this one once, you can control / you don't need that anymore. So just run this one more time, and then take this, and let's take a look, see if we can get, okay, so this is the heat map that created easily from a CSV file. So you need to provide the CSV, and then you just need one line of code. You can create this kind of a nice map easily. Besides using IPylib, you can also use folium. So for example, let me execute this one, so you'll be able to see the folium map, right? So slightly different, but the idea is the same. You want to create a heat map based on a lot of points. So point location, this one is based on population. So you will see the red color represent the higher population and last population. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out. You can go back to the home directory, and again, you're welcome to explore, look at all the examples. So right now we have 24 examples. You can pretty much use all of them. And let me see if there's anything that I want to show you right now. For example, the link maps. Okay, so this is also something you can run easily, and I can just run and then run all cell. Right, so this one creates the link map. So if you move one, it's going to move the other one on the right. Right. So besides this base map, you can also do that for land use land cover chains. For example, for this case, we have a national land cover database. Right. So you have four time periods. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. It's all synchronized, so they are pretty nice. That you can visualize the data set easily. You can also do let me see here. Any imagery time series inspector or color maps, for example. You can do all kind of color maps too. So it will add the color bar to the interactive map. Again, let me just run and then run all cells, and you should be able to see all the color map, right? So you just need one line of code. You can plot this kind of color map easily. So this one is interactive. So if you zoom in, you zoom out, right? You can see the color corresponding to the elevation, right? And you can see all more than, I think, 200 color maps available. So this is built on top of Matplotlib. If you're familiar with Matplotlib, you might have seen this before, and it allows you to easily add any kind of these color maps to the map, to the interactive map, right? So in here. Okay, so this is a quick video showing how to get started with Leafmap within the Microsoft Planetary Computer cloud computing platform. We are not really using any cloud computing really yet. So in the future, I will add more functionalities to the Leafmap package so that you can use something just like what we did using the Gmap, right? So you can access the data catalog, you can search the data catalog, You can also export the data, but right now the package is still under active development. So hopefully in the future you will see more features that makes it easy for you to use Microsoft Planetary Computer resources. Okay, so that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoy it, learn something useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.